Am I the only one that tobacco fragrances just do something to? Like for me, tobacco scents or fragrances with accents of tobacco don't just speak to me, they speak to my soul. I just grabbed my privates.
Sensational.
So in today's video, I'm giving you 12 sexy tobacco fragrances in 3 different categories. I'm gonna give you some niche, some designer, and some dupes, accommodating all price points. So let's roll my music so I can put you onto 12 delicious tobacco fragrances that you must get your nose on if you haven't already. Listen, one of my beautiful peoples, you know who it is, it's your boy, 𝗙𝗔𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏. Don't some tobacco fragrances just automatically teleport you to a special place like a smoky jazz room or chilling at a cigar lounge with your boys or girls? That's what these fragrances do to me, and I can pick up those little nuances that add something special to these fragrances. Now, all of these have a prominent tobacco note, but it's not just about the tobacco, it's the rest of the notes and how they complement the tobacco. For example, Mibisu's Tobacco Flirting with Vanilla. This is the after sex cigarette if you were smashing in Paris. I have inappropriately bagged up a Parisian, I'm wearing a beret, and we're doing some nasty shit in a small apartment with views of the Eiffel Tower. And if she's kinky, I'll find a friend and we'll Eiffel Tower. Never mind. Naughty. Now for me, this fragrance screams of silk, tobacco, vanillic, smooth, sensual, erotic, and absolutely jaw-dropping delicious. This is kind of, in comparison speaking, side effect met Harrod, met steroid, made sex, made oud satin mood, and all combined them, shook it up together, and put something in here that is legendarily delicious. I mean, the sexual energy that this fragrance is giving me all internally is like knowing in my brain, Cuba, open your mouth and speak or nibble. This, fire. Now we're gonna get a little aggressive with tobacco. Algabra's Cuban tobacco. One of the craziest tobacco discoveries that has zero hype and all the crazy qualities of a tobacco fragrance that you're looking for. This smells like pure tobacco leaf just pulled from its roots. This kind of gives competition to Guerlain's honey tobacco. Not gonna front, because it has that honey aspect as well. It's really bold, it's really strong, it's really potent, it's a little dirty, but it's magically beautiful. It's ambery, dewy tobacco, hand-rolled, a beautiful kiss of organic honey, super powerful, very gentlemanly, old leather seat kind of vibes. For me, this screams of artistry and should get a lot more popularity for those who are into tobacco fragrances. And if you are, and you love something like a Guerlain honey tobacco, please get your nose on this fragrance, and I promise you, shit changed the game. I dare to call this fragrance one of the gateway drugs into my niche obsession. Parfums de Marly Harrod. I wish more people would talk about Harrod again. Like, stop sleeping on some of the old PDM fragrances. Remember, PDM used to be a lot more risky as opposed to the mass appealing energy that they have now. Now they're catering to the masses, they're a lot bigger, and that's something that tends to happen with niche brands. They sometimes get this cult following and now they gotta cater to a wider demographic, right? But back in the day, Parfums de Marly used to be a lot riskier, bolder, and richer, and some of those fragrances hit and some of them didn't. This was an absolute superstar in the space. A spicy tobacco cinnamonly undertone of leather fragrance with a ton of ambery body, and is absolutely a fucking masterpiece for me. I mean, sometimes Harrod just feels like a sophisticated playboy that somehow still has to pay child support for another 9 years. That sounded really personal and very specific, huh?
Wait, how you know that? Well, what the f?
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna need a minute because smelling this stupid ass fragrance just screams of luxury wrapped in cashmere and tobacco. Sometimes we gotta go back to the roots, and with the PDM brand, if you can find a Harrod bottle, see if you're gonna like that tobacco. Creation E by Roja.
What the hell is even that?
This was a gateway drug for a lot of people into the house of Roja. Believe it or not, it wasn't Elysium or any other scent. Creation E, probably the OG one though, either way, was a gateway drug into the Roja space. This has this kind of honey tobacco Coca-Cola-ish kind of vibe to it. It does smell like soda pop with a little alcohol in it. Performs ridiculous. Smells completely unique and is built for the gentleman. I haven't worn this in a minute too. Shit, I'm slacking. Now this next fragrance is a newer acquisition in my collection and it's a new release. But once I smelled this fragrance, it felt like I opened up the humidor at 70% humidity and smelled all those beautiful sticks that were in that box with Dries Van Noten Havana Gold. This is an artsy modern take on tobacco. I've been dying for the fall to hit so I can pull this shit off. Although it still has elements of fresh energy, this is magical and beautiful. Sweet rum, tobacco, buttery smooth energy, wildly elegant with a little bit of a fresh body, and isn't funky in any way. Some tobacco fragrances can be a little bit abrasive. The Cuban tobacco one is an abrasive fragrance, but this shit is in that mass appeal space and absolutely delicious. Now, full disclosure, it ain't cheap. For a designer fragrance, it's very expensive and wildly unknown. Sample before you buy, even though the sample kit is expensive as shit on this, but it's a really good fragrance and I absolutely think it's magical off of my skin. So maybe you want to sample and see if it speaks to you and resonates to you, right? Or not. God damn, it's good though. Now I have to bring back an OG. Don't forget where you came from in the fragrance space, because Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDP, did it for you. And this is my OG bottle that still has significant amount of juice in it and still hits absolutely crazy. How does this not bring a smile to your face? Please answer me that question. This is a gorgeous tobacco fragrance with the perfect amount of fresh and sweetness. This is a stepping stone to legendary fragrances that don't feel dated. If you've been a fragrance obsessive for as long as I've been a content creator, then you know that this is like one of the legendary gentlemanly stepping stones in the tobacco space that opened the floodgates for everything else around us. Motherfuckers were falling in love with tobacco scents before they knew what a tobacco scent was. Sweet, masculine, seductive, a little bit of a citric bite with a gingery essence. I could still wear this shit today and get some compliments. Because as I've said in the past, a lot of these OG fragrances that you have on your shelf that you've been ignoring still hit this day. Don't leave baby in a corner, because this baby still slaps like a mother. Next one. If you're gonna get this fragrance, it could only be this fragrance. It's discontinued, but it is available somewhere online. Zara's Rich, Warm, and Addictive. My last OG bottle of Rich, Warm, and Addictive, and I want to tell you that this is probably one of the best Zara fragrances they ever did. I haven't felt as excited about a Zara fragrance since that Fashionably London. Like, Fashionably London gives me the effect like, oh, when I first smelled this fragrance. This had so much hype maybe 8 to 10 years ago, you wouldn't even believe. Was selling out like hotcakes. This $30 fragrance, everybody was running to Sephora and buying multiples, including myself. This is a legendary piece. I think I saw it on Amazon up to like a year ago. Rich, Warm, and Addictive is absolutely that. It's rum, it's vanilla, it's tobacco, it's got sandalwood essences, and I believe it somewhere has like a kiss of coconut in there. It's kind of broke boy luxury, or at least balling on a budget luxury. Some cats' fragrance collections is so crazy, they're in between jobs smelling better than the people who are hiring them. This has that kind of vibe. Unfreaking believably good. Fuck, I need to keep these in front of me so I can wear them. So fucking good. Some people would have opted for Spice Bomb Extreme. I like infrared, and it's simply personal taste. It's how this fragrance smells on my skin. Beautiful spice, effervescent, a gorgeous tobacco, which is like the Red Bull of fragrances. It just lasts all day and keeps you jittery. It's sweet, spicy, super loud. Enough to start an argument like a Latin wife. Cinnamon, benzoinish, a mild like smoky incensey vibe. Absolutely amazing and really solid performer for me. Infrared just absolutely does it. It may not be for you, but have you really tried it? You may want to revisit this joint next. Now on the budget side, this has a little bit of a Dior Homme Intensish kind of vibe with a bumped up chocolatey note. That's the Tafa's Keyed Intense or Keyad. Whatever. This fragrance is a dark, rich, resinous tobacco that is budget but unapologetically delicious. It's giving luxury layaway vibes. Don't act like you've never done that shit before. The powdery essences from the Dior Homme kind of DNA lingers in the background, but it's not OD prominent. It actually becomes a little bit more ambery and slightly more sweet. It's boozy, rich, spicy, smooth, powdery, and smells like Dubai nightlife, which I must admit, some of the best nightlife I've ever been to. So if you want to save some money and smell absolutely delicious like you're driving up the canyons in a Porsche, Keyed Intense, Keyad Intense, whatever, fire. I put this fragrance on so many lists already, this might just be my favorite French Avenue fragrance. Opus Magnum, Royal Tobacco dupe. It's just so good and it's so not mass appealing. I like weird shit sometimes. This is chocolatey cacao weirdness. It's a sweet, aromatic, almost gourmandy tobacco with incense. It's pipe tobacco with amber and somehow chocolate dusting. It's super smooth, it's very warm, it's very robust. It has a Middle Eastern flair, and for the price does not smell cheap at all. Great performance, perfect for the fall and winter where tobacco fragrances need to go to flourish. So French Avenue's Opus Magnum, a lot of bang for the buck. So originally this was supposed to be a baby cat dupe, but Arabiat's Nayal Queen ends up being a little bit more than that. It's kind of inspired by, with really its own DNA though. See, in 𝗷𝗀𝗀𝗀, the tobacco ends up being a little bit more prominent than the vanilla, and the vanilla ends up being a little bit dirtier than you would traditionally categorize vanilla in. It is still creamy, but it has kind of like an ambery backbone. It's like if you took vanilla, honey, tobacco, and lit them bitches on fire. For me, this smells like the final boss in an Arabian-style Street Fighter event where he's at a hookah lounge and you're gonna fight him there with 𝗙𝗍𝗿 all over the place. Yeah, that's what he would smell like. Would that be like 𝑚_BISON? What the fuck? That's racist. And finally, nobody speaks about this fragrance. Completely forgot I had the fragrance, and damn. 𝗙𝗏𝗏 tobacco. Really put a dent in this fucking thing. And I was like smelling it now for the whole concept of the video, and I was like, for the love of God, I hate having such a huge collection and these little gems completely get lost in the sauce. When I tell you, goddamn, that's a fucking understatement. This is supposed to be kind of tobacco vanille, but it feels like tobacco vanille with 𝗙𝗏𝗃 essences. It's a dry tobacco leaf, also has an underlying cola-ish vibe and this cinnamon/nutmeg kind of energy with a sprinkle of clove. It's like the craziest balance between rugged and refined. It's beautiful, it's elegant, it's bold, it's very freaking niche, but it's so fucking handsome. Like, this needs more love, gang. Like, I don't know what the fuck I've been thinking. Like, when these shits just get high, sometimes you just want to sit in the sillage cloud and let it just do what it's supposed to do on your skin, and then your skin really wakes your ass up to like, yo, yeah, no, you forgot about that shit? Don't you know what this does on me? You know, I'm figuring it out right now, and this is a problem with having a big collection. You don't need 50, 60 fragrances, bro. You just need some solid hitters in your stash. And 𝗙𝗏𝗏 for tobacco lovers, I hate that I've been ignoring it. See, tobacco fragrances not only hit different, but they kind of tell a story. You know, essentially all fragrances kind of teleport you to a special place, time, memory, right? Tobacco fragrances have that special place for me, especially being of Cuban nationality, Cuban descent. Tobacco's in my fucking blood, fam. There hasn't been a point in my life that there hasn't been cigar or cigarette smoke around me. That was just the thing. It was rum, whiskey, Heineken's, Lowenbrau, cigarettes, cigars, and Coca-Cola.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
I'm an 80s kid. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Leave in the comments below your absolute favorite tobacco fragrance, and maybe if I don't have it or haven't showcased it on the channel, I'll get my paws on it as soon as I can. I'll see y'all snitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooches.
Fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.